So the people who I'm talking to now, it's just two. I've narrowed it down to two. Okay. Okay. And he is nice and she is nice.
You both.
But I really just wanted to make sure that these were normal people. And what I talked about my therapist the other day was I'm having a hard time opening up because they're not narcissists.
Porsha just landed right in the middle of one of the wildest scandals reality TV has ever seen, and guess who's behind it? Simon, her ex, is pulling every single string. Just days after Porsha proudly came out as bisexual, Simon decided to get revenge in the worst way possible. He leaked a private video of her and her girlfriend, and that clip spread across the internet like wildfire. People thought the drama between them had finally cooled down after their messy split, but clearly, it's far from over. Their divorce has turned uglier than anyone imagined, and Simon's latest move took it to a level no one saw coming. Overnight, Porsha's name was trending everywhere, but not for anything good. And if you thought that was bad, Simon didn't stop there. He's now accusing Porsha of cheating with multiple people while they were still married, calling her fake and saying she built her whole career on lies. The internet went crazy, people couldn't stop talking. Now, Simon is threatening to release even more videos, while Porsha is ready to fight back in court. This isn't just drama anymore, it's a full-blown war. And honestly, knowing Simon, he's not done stirring the pot yet.
So, the people who I'm talking to now, it's just two. I've narrowed it down to two. Okay. Okay. And he is nice and she is nice.
You both.
But I really just wanted to make sure that these were normal people. And what I talked about my therapist the other day was I'm having a hard time opening up because they're not narcissists.
Did you all notice that subtle jab Porsha threw at Simon? She quietly called him a narcissist, something she's hinted at since their breakup. But Simon didn't stay silent. He fired back, accusing her of being unfaithful and claiming she had affairs with several women during their marriage. Sources say he never called it cheating before because, in his mind, being with another woman didn't really count. But now that Porsha has openly come out, he's suddenly eager to play the victim. And just when people thought the drama was over, Simon took things further by leaking another shocking, private video. According to Simon, the leaked video was allegedly filmed while he and Porsha were still married. He claimed that Porsha would sometimes invite her lovers into their shared home, and even worse, she supposedly hooked up with them on the very same bed the two of them once shared. The rumors didn't stop there. Word on the street is that Simon insists he has even more videos of Porsha being intimate with her so-called friends. He hinted that what he's holding onto could be even more embarrassing than the first clip. If you've been following their messy divorce, you already know this isn't the first time Simon has accused Porsha of cheating. During the court proceedings, he reportedly questioned her about being unfaithful and asked her to confirm whether she had been intimate with anyone else during their marriage. But at that time, he never mentioned that her alleged affair partner was a woman. Now, with this new twist, the story has turned into something even more scandalous. As juicy as the gossip is, many people are calling Simon's actions what they really are, revenge porn. Fans online are saying he's only doing this to publicly humiliate Porsha after their ugly split. Given how nasty their breakup was, though, it's not shocking that he's still angry. You might remember that Porsha once clapped back hard by exposing Simon's alleged issues with erectile dysfunction. She even shared screenshots about ED online and posted information about how men suffering from it often deal with frustration, sadness, and low confidence. She followed that up with a list of tips to fix it, including losing weight, eating better, and exercising, a move that many fans called extremely petty. Of course, Simon didn't take that quietly. He fired back with shady posts of his own, calling her a witch and hinting that she was for the streets. He even promised that he'd get his revenge for all the defamatory things she'd said about him. And, judging from what's happening now, it looks like he meant it. For a while, it seemed like Porsha had the upper hand. The divorce went her way, she kept the mansion, the luxury cars, and even received alimony. On top of that, Simon was deported back to Nigeria for allegedly living in the U.S. illegally. Some people even whispered that Porsha had something to do with his deportation, though nothing has been proven. So when Porsha came out as bisexual recently, it felt like Simon saw his moment to strike back. He allegedly used the old recordings as ammunition to embarrass her publicly. Fans are now questioning why he still had those tapes in the first place, with many calling him creepy and vindictive. Others argue that it's karma, that both of them played dirty and are now facing the consequences. Still, what Simon's doing technically counts as revenge porn, which is illegal. Unfortunately, since he's no longer in the U.S., it'll be extremely difficult for Porsha to take legal action. Serving him papers and pursuing the case across continents would be a nightmare. And while many people feel sorry for her, others don't, pointing out that she once made some questionable comments about lesbians in the past. It's messy, it's dramatic, and it's far from over.
See on her.
Seriously, in my mind, I'm like, surely it's not Porsha. Like, this bitch right here knows she get more than a little bit. I mean, she's definitely hooked up with women, definitely. If she gets drunk, she becomes an aggressive lesbian.
Right.
Like, seriously.
There was also that strange storyline on The Real Housewives of Atlanta where Porsha tried to paint Kandi Burruss as the villain. She accused Kandi and her husband of having a secret sex dungeon, and claimed they planned to harm her. Later, she even said Kandi was a lesbian, which made Kandi furious.
Take a listen.
Take a lesbian. You're supposed to try and save them and try to do all of it. How you know what you say?
Everyone knows Kandi doesn't play around. When she appeared on The Real, she exposed Porsha, saying Porsha once kissed her and even suggested having a threesome with her and her husband.
There was a girl and girl kiss between she and I that she initiated. This was like 2 years ago, and she invited us to her hotel. Now, when she said what she said, it pissed me off because I was like, you're lying or whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, everybody's gonna assume that she's telling the truth because obviously, you know, I have bedroom candy. They assume that I'm so freaky. You know that. So I went back 2 years and I found a text from her that was after that night, talking about that night. Oh, we was turned up, and we didn't actually take her up on her offer. Let me say that.
Okay.
Right? The kiss just happened. Let me be clear. You know, it didn't go further than that. But you know, we were having fun. Like she came at us. She asked us to come with her to the after hour spot.
Oh.
We never asked her to go anywhere.
During one episode, Candace showed the messages Porsha sent her that night, and it was clear Porsha was ready to get wild.
Finally got my phone back on. It's been broke for 3 days. By the way, I've been laughing every day since Queens. We was turned up for real. Just want you to know I'm not gonna you on camera, so no worries. I was like, you say anything crazy on camera, I'm gonna walk away and leave you standing there like I don't know you. Then she says, good, Queens is Vegas, goes on there, stays there.
Yeah.
Does that sound like somebody who was afraid that somebody was trying to do something to them?
It seems like Porsha was ready to explore her wild side and experiment with women, but when things got public, she got embarrassed and turned against Kandi. The situation quickly spiraled into chaos. Deep down, it looked like Porsha was struggling to accept herself and wasn't ready to be open about who she truly was. This also adds weight to Simon's claims that Porsha had been secretly involved with women during their marriage. Still, nothing excuses him for exposing her private moments. It's cruel and invasive. Now it feels like karma's catching up to both. Porsha's fame was built on drama, and now that same drama is coming for her. Simon, on the other hand, seems determined to destroy her reputation, moving with revenge in every step. What started as a messy divorce has exploded into one of the most humiliating scandals in reality TV history. Porsha's image, career, and dignity are all hanging by a thread. Yet, the story is far from over. Simon is hinting that he's holding even more videos, while Porsha is gearing up legally to fight back. The internet is completely divided. Some people are calling her out for being fake, while others believe Simon is just a bitter man who can't let go. Either way, this storm is only growing stronger, and the next chapter might be the wildest yet.